We worked like crazy, to the death, literally to the death.
In the heat.
In the heat, in fields with snakes, because they had to do rice and sugar, lots of water. They work in conditions we think we know what work is, we just don't know. But I do want you to understand that. So when you're doing your campaign and people are like, maybe you interviewed someone and they say, well, there ain't nothing to do here. That's why I get in trouble. That's why I join a gang. I can't get a job and all that kind of stuff. You need to understand why it's harder for them to get jobs. That's a real thing. Yes. You're less likely to get hired because you're black, although you can get a job. You can create your own job. Like I hear you're having an entrepreneur day, right? Yes. I am so excited.
I gotta go. I got moves to make. I can't be sitting around being lazy. Nah, I'm in a hustle state. You know what's up. And I love it. Why? Cause I got it in me. I do. There's always demons trying to hold you down, and I ain't finna let them get. I had to level up my thinking and organize my own routine. I'm moving smarter, I ain't playing around.
Our slogan is every day we lose blood, when will I be next? It's based on a personal experience of mine. When I lost a family member, my father said something. He said that we lost blood that day, and that really stuck with me.
Changing lives like I changed mine. There's a bigger picture, open up your eyes. Wake 'em up like a new day. The rise and grind, no, I'm cutting ties. Nothing personal, I just gotta win. For the ones around, you better recognize.
The name of our slogan is don't be silent, stop the violence. The reason we chose that is because you need to speak up for all the black crime that's going on in our community.
I know it's wrong, so I'm doing better. I always knew I'd pull it all together. Ain't nothing promised, make it last forever. It ain't always gotta be about the pleasure. Living the life that I chose, knocking out goals. This for the culture for sure.
Look at me, look at you, we are the same. So we chose the topic of black on black crimes. And when we look at our brothers and sisters, we see the same color, we see the same blood run through our veins. So I thought this would be a perfect slogan for what we are working on.
We got moves to make, we got moves to make, we got moves to make. This that new age game, some will never get it. 10 toes down, girl, I'm on the move. Hey, you can have it all, it's really up to you. Hey, being broke is a lifestyle I never choose. I've been redefining life, I got a lot to prove. Self-educated, school didn't teach me this. We hit another target, check it off the list. It's for my future generations, I would never quit. We should only celebrate our accomplishments.
Every day we lose more blood. When will I be next? Gunshots sound at 3 a.m. and we all silently pray that our fathers, sons, and brothers live to see another day. Our parents warn us of the white monster in blue, but not of our own people killing us over a ring or a shoe. We are all in the midst of a war, but friendly fire keeps us from victory. We must value the lives of our family, our brothers, our blood. Only then will we truly be free. When will I be next?
When will I be next? Black Americans experience 10 times the amount of deaths by guns, 18 times the injuries, and 3 times the fatalities from police when compared to white Americans. These inequalities have been ignored for far too long, but we have to accept that these are not unfortunate tragedies, but actually symptoms of a greater disease of discrimination and racism.
When will I be next? In our community, we're known for using guns instead of our voices. Resorting to guns is an add-in that can lead to a blood-spilling and violent encounter. We see one of our own and decide to pull a gun and stand together against our oppression. We're slowly taking ourselves out, much to our oppressor's delight, instead of making our dreams come to life. In the media, our gun violence is shown and not much more, but I aspire to make a change before my child is the one out the door. When will I be next?
When will I be next? Why is it that giving guns is so easy, but giving books is so hard? It is the access to guns that make young males so dangerous, especially when they are angry, troubled, or somehow scarred. When will I be next?
When will I be next? Keep your hands visible, don't let the man see fear, answer what you're asked. Answer what you're asked. Oh my gosh. Keep your hands visible, hands up, don't let the man mistake your existence for resistance. Rule number 1 to stay alive, it's me versus you. When will I be next?
When will I be next? Guns, drugs, and alcohol. These 3 things are ruining our community. Our men, women, and children are warped into a never-ending cycle of gun abuse, drug abuse, and alcohol abuse. These things ruin us mentally and physically. Guns are made to make us think we need them for protection, but without them, are we nothing? Without a piece of metal to protect us physically.
We will not be next.
a gun, we live in fear. Because there was a gun, thousands aren't here. Because there was a gun, we cry out tears. Because there was a gun, black African American men live in trauma.
We need to come together. We need to stop the hate. We need to spread love like the way we spread the hate. Love is the only way we can build. We need to fight together. We need to show them that love is better.
Those lives were yours to take, those parents' hearts not yours to break. And so I lie here wide awake, waiting for a chance to never make. How many more? How many more before you bind the words from the past that were meant to last?
People need to think about the consequences. What concerns me most is the carrying of a gun. You say you need protection to safeguard me and you, but you're only adding to the problem. Open your eyes and see.
We're all brothers and sisters, you and me. We can't be apart. All of us united is like a work of art. To be honest, I think guns are filthy. Don't any of y'all feel guilty? Rising up against the odds, being proud of our power, the journey to solving these problems will be like a blooming flower.
Because there was a gun, our community isn't safe.
Black on black crime has created mistrust, fear, and anxiety in our community. More blacks were killed in 1977.
As we know, in this generation, we are experiencing more black on black crime more than ever. This is making it a normal thing for society to expect from the generation we are in. We seem to be taking out all our anger and pride out on one another instead of getting help.
We should remember their stories and take into account the devastation that it brought among our communities and how it affected our people. The three women I will be talking about today is Miss Lawrence, Miss Jefferson, and Miss Richards, who were all killed by their boyfriends on account of them wanting to leave the toxic relationship and be set free.
Over time we get tired of it, but what can we do about it? We cause it ourselves with no regard for human life or collateral damage. It spreads through our community like a wildfire. A mother and son should not be scared of going to the corner store and getting killed in a drive-by. When will it stop?
Turning against our own flesh and blood because we see no way out. We are all trying to make it to the top, prove that we are somebody and deserve a spot in this world. Not caring on how we get there, we are taking the lives of each other because we see each other as enemies and maybe even competition.
Crime seems hot worse from year to year, and shameful, we should all live in fear. Hoodlums and murderers, mistrusting private lifestyle, we cherish all from each person. Together we stand really like we cherish all and ready to give a helpful hand.
United we stand.
One of the oldest school shootings took place in nearby Greencastle, Pennsylvania. 4 Native Americans entered a schoolhouse and shot and killed the schoolmaster and 9 to 10 children. 258 years later, the same thing happened, with a different scenario and also a different location. On May 24th, 2022, 19 students and 2 teachers were fatally shot, with 17 being injured at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, by 18-year-old Salvador Ramos. Both of these shootings are a testament to not only how dangerous guns have become, but also why we need gun laws. Places like these are places of learning and children and should be cherished, and that's why gun laws should be put in place.
As of 2022, the United States leads the globe in number of school shootings. The year is barely halfway over, and we've already had 228. Second place is Mexico, with only 8. By following this disturbing trend, we can see that school shootings are an almost uniquely American problem. And we can see a rise in these gun attacks spike after the federal assault rifle ban in 1989 expired. Frankly, I do not care about political affiliations, nor beliefs, nor stances on gun control or the lack thereof. I care about the lives of children.
Gun violence is affecting people all over, especially in schools. About 27 school shootings, injuries or deaths, 83 people killed or injured in a school shooting, 27 people killed, 24 students or other children killed, 3 school employees or other innocent adults killed, and 56 injuries. This is an example of how many people, families, and communities are affected in a school shooting. Gun violence happens anytime and anywhere.
Did you know?
Did you know 4 out of 5 people know that somebody's going to attack a school? This means one of two things. Either one, these 80% of people don't care about the lives of their peers. Or two, they are in fear of something happening to them if they report the attack. If people were to report these attacks, hundreds and thousands of lives of children would still be here today, growing old with the rest of their families, and families wouldn't be heartbroken on the daily. This is why we need gun control laws to help protect our children and to help bring our future forward.
The Santa Maria school massacre was committed by a Chilean army back in December 21st of 1907. They took the estimation of lives taken was about 2,000 men and women and children.
Blood on the concrete floor.
20 rounds.
Shot him down, but we asked how many?
How many more of us gotta die till justice is served? How many more mothers gotta cry till we get what we deserve?
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Is it me? Equality, that's all we asking for.
But what's equality without equity?
Guilty for the bloodshot and the innocent lives in your hands.
They say we equal, but white supremacy is the only ideal reality. Damn the hypocrisy.
Are y'all not feeling guilty?
Guilty for the bloodshot and the innocent lives of your hands.
Do y'all feel our pain?
Are people working in the fields and in the heat and in the rain?
Do y'all feel our pain?
The mothers, the children they couldn't raise?
Do y'all feel our pain?
Day by day, but nothing seems to change.
You can't say you don't feel our pain.
Hate or fear? Man, y'all just don't want to see our people near.
We take 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. Hope disappears.
Man, y'all just don't know.
Took us from our land, stripped us of our identity, but little do y'all know we come from royalty.
No more rounds.
We back to our roots. We back to our roots. And we came for the truth. Yeah, we came for the truth. Yeah, we came for the truth. This for the culture. This for the ones who don't know. Our legacy hasn't been stole. You or your ancestors, they are not gone. We can't create conflicts inside our homes. We all we got. You not out here alone. Pick up your crown. What are you waiting on? You got the power to reclaim your throne. This for the culture. We finna get on. This for the culture. This make me feel like I'm stronger. I can't be humble no longer. I'm trying to prosper. If you show up, you must conquer. They finna think I'm a monster. Kill all that drama. This for my kids on my mind. That's who I ride for, I promise. This for the culture. I swear that we taking over. Please do not hold your composure. This for the culture. What needs to be done starts within the family.